In this video, we're going to be covering what trading robots are more effective and bringing back more profit. Is it the Binance trading robot with Jonny Blockchain? Is it PancakeSwap's trading robot on Jonny Blockchain? Or is it Aerodrome's trading robot on Jonny Blockchain? The data's in. Let's have a look which of these exchanges are performing the best on Jonny Blockchain and why. Now, our first part of looking at some data is we're heading over to the trend screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at Binance, PancakeSwap and Aerodrome. Now, when we first glance at the trends, we've got some impressive numbers here. We've got OM giving in the last 24 hours 810%. And we've got PancakeSwap with OM giving 85%. And if we come over to Aerodrome, we've got this Toshi giving 939%. But what we need to do to get our numbers correct, we need to understand how these trends work. So if we take the Binance one, we've got 810.42%. Now I'm going to get my calculator, pop that in there, and then what I need to do is divide that by the amount of bots, because that's the total ROI for all of the bots running on that OM. And we've got, if you look over in this column, we've got 323. So if we divide that by 323, that gives us an average ROI for each one of those bots at 2.5%. So now let's have a look at Pancake's top bot. So Pancake again is OM. So I'm going to get that number, pop it into my calculator, and this time I'm going to divide it by the amount of bots here, which is divide that by 147. As you can see, that's just over 0.5%, which is almost 2% lower than Binance. So at the moment, Binance is the winner compared to this data, just looking at these trends and looking at the first token at the top of the list. So now let's go over to Aerodrome. So as you can see for Aerodrome, it's 939.71% ROI, and that's spread over only 33 bots. So if we divide that by 33, you could see that Aerodrome has come up with a whopping 28% on average per bot that's trading with this top token here. But let's look at a few more tokens. Let's go down and look at the second one on the list. So as you can see there, we got 294, and if we divide that by 11, you could see that's 26% ROI on average per bot that's trading this Benji token. Let's have a look at this dog mean here. That's 189%, and if we divide that by the amount of bots, 10, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that that's just over 18%. But we'll come down and we'll do one more. So we've done the first 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the fourth, and we divide that by 12. So that's giving 2.6%. So the fourth on the list here on this trend screen is the same ROI for each of those bots than the top one on Binance. So let's now go on Binance and have a look at the top 4 bots. So we've already looked at this one, which we know is just over 2.5%. And if we get that, this one here, which is dupe, and we divide that by the amount of bots, it's 16. You could see that's 5.5%. Remembering on Aerodrome, we were in the 20s. We were in that double figure, 28%, I believe, 29% ROI per bot on average. So let's look at the next one, which is Trump. And as you could see there, 69.18, and the amount of bots on that is 19. So divide that by 19. So that's 3.64%. Again, on Aerodrome, that was still way above that in double figures that we were for the third bot on the list. Now let's just have a look at the fourth one, which I think is going to come nowhere near to what Aerodrome's fourth one was. So we get the calculator, pop that into there, and divide that by the amount of bots. We've got 173. Equal that up, 0.33%. So you can see the numbers don't lie. This Aerodrome is leading the way. Now there's a few reasons why that's possible, and let's dive into those. Now we're going to look into a bit more data, and we're going to use a little tool that one of our members made. It's Joe, and here's the tool here. And to get this, you've got a copy of this as well. If you come onto the user guide and scroll down the screen, keep going down. So you scroll all the way down the screen, you've got dashboard, and then you've got other videos. And if you look here, it's a Google Drive document. It says price movement chart. If you click that, it's going to open up this little tool here that we've got for you. And let me show you how we use this. So we come back to the top of the screen and we're going to go to the dashboard. And then from the dashboard, we're going to go over to the robot screen. Now, we've got some robots on here. We're not looking at how much they've made, but what we want to look at is what's making Aerodrome that much more successful than Binance and PancakeSwap. So the first thing we're going to look at is this PancakeSwap trading robot. I'm going to click on this hamburger menu and I'm going to open the activity. That opens up this pop-up and there's some data on here that we need to look at. So if we look here, we've got the lots here that have been bought and we've got the lots here that have been sold down here. So if you hover your mouse over here, you can see it tells you that the fee for that buy was 17 cents. Now, what we want to look at is what the sell was. So let's get our calculator first. So we got 0.17. So that was the fee, the blockchain fee for the actual buy. So we're going to plus that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a sale. And we can see here that there was a sale done and that was 12 cents. Now, our trading robot will take into account those two fees and it will give you this green number at the end, which will be minus those blockchain fees. But what we're looking at is this blockchain fee of 12 cents. So if we get our calculator again and we plus the 0.12, we can see that the blockchain fees for carrying out two trades, a buy and a sell, which completes a deal, which is where the ROI is calculated. There's 29 cents done there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that by 2. So it gives us an average fee of just over 14 cents. So I'm going to put in here 0.15. I've just rounded it up a bit. So that gives us an average sell and buy fee of 30 cents. So if we go into this blue one here and we say we're trading with $20 and the blockchain fee is 30 cents, which is a buy and a sell, average of 15 cents each. I've got a take profits at 1.5%. That means for me to get profit, the price has to move by at least 1.8% before the bot can consider taking any profit. Now let's have a look at another bot. So this time we're going to have a look at a Binance bot. So we come on the hamburger, look at the bot activity, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look at a buy price, which is 2 cents there, and a sell, which is 3 cents. So that's 5 cents. So obviously dividing that by 2 is roughly 2.5 cents. But what we'll do is we'll come here, 0.3, we'll round it up like we did for Pancake. Now with Binance, I can go down to as low as 0.8%. So now you can see that the price has to move by 1.1% before the bot can consider taking profit. So let's now have a look at an Aerodrome bot. So here's an Aerodrome one. We're going to click on the hamburger and look at the bot activity. So if I look at this one where it made $26 in profit, hover my mouse over there, 1 cent there, and for the buy, and looking at the sell, it was also 1 cent. So that's an average of 1 cent, isn't it? So we're going to change this now to 1. And again, with the Aerodrome, we can have a take profit trigger at 0.8. So that means the price of the token has only got to go up by 0.9% to opposed to on the Binance one, because if we put in there 3 cents, 1.1%. So we can clearly see that an Aerodrome bot that runs on the BASE blockchain is much faster than PancakeSwap and Binance. So let's have a look at what we do know about the BASE blockchain. So if we come over to chain spec here, we can see the fastest blockchains by transactions per second and who's the top of the list. So we're coming down, number 1, ICP, then we've got Solana, and in third place is BASE. So BASE is very fast at carrying out transactions on the blockchain. And that's how Jonny Blockchain's trading robot actually works. It trades via smart contracts on the blockchain. So it needs to do a buy and a sell. Both of those are done on the blockchain. And if we go all the way down, we come down to 10 on the list, which is the Binance Smart Chain. You can see that BASE is much faster because it's only 3 on the list. Now we need to look into seeing, is BASE going to be faster than Binance's API keys? Now there's a few things that need to be taken into consideration when you're trading on API keys, network legacy, things like slow internet connection. Where in the world is the server held that's receiving the information, and where in the world is the server held that's sending the information? And also we need to look at the congestion of the network and the routing that's used by API keys. Exchange API limits. Now, an API will only allow you to do so many calls per second or per minute or per day, and we know that Binance limit that to 6,000 per minute, which means that we need to check the price. That doesn't mean that we're going to be doing a buy and a sell at those 6,000 times, but we're checking the price of all these tokens, not just one token. We're checking all the prices. So you have to combine all the tokens that are listed on Binance, and we're only allowed to do 6,000 calls to Binance every minute, which may sound a lot, but Binance have got a lot of tokens. Processing delays. When you're dealing with API keys have to be processed by Binance. They process the transactions. Market liquidity issues. Again, that's nothing to do with us. It's down to Binance. API performance. Say they're doing some maintenance. Say they've got a bug. That could slow down the time that an order can be complete. Order type, order size, depending on what token you're trading. Server side performance. Is their server up to the bandwidth at any particular time of the day? Security. Binance will have security measures to make sure that they're not being hacked, and it is actually a call from a trusted IP address using API keys. Software code and interference. Again, software that they're operating may be being updated. There's lots of things that will slow down an API connection. Exchange side delays, debugging and monitoring tools. Now, a trading bot on the BASE blockchain can execute trades much faster than relying on API keys because it interacts directly with the blockchain through smart contracts, bypassing the delays caused by the rate limits, network legacy, exchange side processing. This direct interaction with smart contracts ensures that the trade can be executed almost immediately at the time that we want to carry out that trade. So for Jonny Blockchain, going more decentralized and adding faster blockchains is a must for us. We believe it's the way forward. As we can clearly see now from the data that BASE is outperforming Binance and PancakeSwap. So there's never been a better time to start a trading robot using the BASE blockchain with Jonny Blockchain. Create your own trading robot. Below this video, you're going to find a link. It's going to take you over to Jonny Blockchain. You can either use it with a MetaMask wallet and PancakeSwap, or you can set it up with Binance.com and Binance US. You've got decentralized trading or centralized trading. Your funds stay inside your wallets all the time. So if you're using the decentralized, your funds stay inside your MetaMask. If you're using the centralized on Binance, then your funds stay inside your Binance account. You don't have to send your funds to this platform to do the trading for you. You can create a free account by clicking on sign up or register. It's going to bring you here. Pop your name, your email address, password, put some ticks in these boxes. Click on this box here to say complete my sign up. You can have a look round, and when you're ready to get started, if you want to set up a decentralized trading robot, it's going to cost you $25 a year to set up as many trading robots as you like. If you want to set up a centralized trading robot with Binance, it's going to cost you another $25 a year, and you can set up as many robots as you like. So if you want to set up both decentralized and centralized trading robots, it's just $50 a year for as many trading robots as you like. Click the link below, come and create your free account, and happy trading.